D.C. is not a good example. You know why? Because it's a colony. The people have no representation in the Congress. They don't rule themselves. They're ruled by Article 8 in the U.S. Constitution, and the president or Congress can veto any legislation in the District of Columbia within 90 days. I mean, this is a colony.
Did you know when you were invited to come in?
Listen, you know how you know some things, but they don't sink in? I knew this was a colony, sure. I'd read the U.S. Constitution. I knew Article 8. Yes, I knew it. But it didn't sink in until I got there. And then I had to go. There are 4 committees that rule the District of Columbia, 2 in the House, 2 in the Senate. One in the Senate is called the Committee for the District of Columbia, and then there's a subcommittee for appropriations. Those are the 2. And the same in the House. When I went to plead this, now remember, this is money that the people in the District of Columbia pay. Their taxes. These are their taxes. I had to go to the subcommittee on appropriations in the House and the Senate in order for them to tell me how to spend these people's money. The district is ruled by an invisible network of influence.
And you started to run into that network as you started to try and bring about change?
I was so stupid I didn't even look for it. Now that's a case of an educated fool. You know, my grandpa used to tell me, worry about that.
But you had very specific ideas about what you wanted to do.
I did, but ideas are no good if you can't implement them, right? And I didn't go about it right. I did not go about it right. An intelligent person with the education that I had should have gone in there and first found the network. And I had plenty of opportunities. I had plenty of opportunities to learn this. At 5 o'clock one morning, Senator Henry Jackson called me up and he told me at 9 o'clock, I want you to meet with a constituent of mine from Walla Walla. She is selling some kind of materials for school. I'm sure that you will be interested. Hello? This is Senator Jackson calling me at home and telling me, I don't care what's on your agenda for today. At 9 o'clock, you're meeting with my constituent from Walla Walla and you're going to buy her stuff.
And you didn't adjust well to that, obviously.
I did it.
Up to a certain point.
I did it. I wasn't going to defy Senator Henry Jackson. Are you serious?
Well, you did it, but you didn't perhaps do it with the expected humility.
Oh, maybe not, but I did it. I sure met with her and bought her stuff. You hear me? I was superintendent from 73 to 75.
At what point did you begin, or did you begin to think, this is really not going to work here?
July 1, 1974.
You remember that distinctly?
I do, because that's what I thought they wanted me to do. Please understand, I thought the main mission, I thought the primary reason for my selection was to decentralize the D.C. school system. That's all they talked to me about. These people were advocates for community control. Charlie Cassell, Hilda Howland Mason. These were all community control people with whom I had worked for a long time.
And so you believed that that's what their real priorities were? In my
heart of hearts, I thought that if I could do this one thing, they would love me forever.
And you realized that it was not, their primary concern was not necessarily better education for the kids. It was making sure that their top priority was not better education for the kids through the decentralization of the system. It was keeping certain people in power.
I don't want to say no. I don't want to say that, because I know Hilda Howland Mason was interested in the education of the children. Now, I knew her best of all the people. I know she was interested in it. This is what I think. I think they wanted to choose the people. I think they wanted to improve the education for the children, but they didn't think these people could do it. They didn't respect these people, and they didn't want these people. And I think that was the crux of the matter.
And was it that you believed that these people could do it, or that you could not get rid of these people?
Both. I believed they could do it, and I believed I couldn't get rid of them. I know I couldn't. I didn't have any money. These people couldn't be fired. You know, like they said, these people had seniority.
It must have been just phenomenally frustrating for you to be in that situation in a majority black school district with a predominantly black city council, board of education, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It seems like a phenomenal opportunity to bring about change.
It was. It was. It was a wasted opportunity. And for a long time in my life, I blamed them for everything. But I take my responsibility for it too. There are just some things that my knowledge and my intelligence should have told me that failed. Just failed. And so I take responsibility for that. But I misread them completely. I just misread them completely. And it was one of the worst moments of my life.